App is weird.
How's it going? How you doing?
Good, how are you? Just tired, but good.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm ready for this show today.
Oh yeah?
Ready for this one. First of all, how's the week going? Everything good? Say you're busy, tired,
I'm surviving.
surviving.
I'm surviving. All I
Oh,
have, yeah. That's
uh,
it. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's been a very good week.
Good.
A very good week. Yeah, I know we're supposed to talk about something that happened this week, but nothing eventful happened.
Super exciting things that happened this week, Ango.
Well, I'll put it this way.
You're gonna have to make something up
Make something up. Okay,
if you don't have it.
I've been watching this show on Apple TV. It's a documentary. It's called Knife Edge. It's about, it's about these restaurants that are competing for like the Michelin star. Michelin star is kind of like a very
Uh-huh.
prestigious thing. So they've been
Uh-huh.
going to like Chicago, New York, the UK, Scotland, Italy, somewhere in the Nordic countries. Just watching, just of like, I think they select like two or three, maybe four restaurants, and just see how they are competing for the Michelin thing. It's mostly from the point of view of the chef. They even went to Mexico too. It's been a good show. It's been a good show. Makes me want to be a chef, but nah, I thought that
That sounds extremely stressful.
yeah, it was stressful. It's stressful. It's very stressful. Well, yeah,
No, thank you.
that's pretty much what I've been consuming this whole week. Just to like, but it's good though. I haven't finished it yet. I think I haven't finished it, so I just got to finish it and then hopefully wait for season two. What about you? What any crazy thing happened this week?
Oh, our car broke down. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's eventful. That's very eventful.
It was super fun. We were all driving to get some errands done, and the brakes kind of, I mean, they didn't go out. They just started sounding like it's just like metal on metal, like you gotta change them ASAP. And of course, simultaneously, one of my kids got sick because, you know, it would happen all at once. So yeah, so I had to kind of not have a car for a couple of days. We got it fixed though. It's not a big deal. It's just, when you're starting a new job and then you get all of this crap, like, oh, I might be late this day because I have to, I don't have a car. And it's just like, it sucks, but
This
it's
is still
fine.
the yoga job, right?
Huh?
This is still the thing.
No, no, I started a job a couple of weeks ago. That's like a regular day job.
Oh, okay. What's that? I didn't know. I didn't. That's good. What job is this?
I'm teaching at a very prestigious preschool.
Oh, okay, cool. You used to teach before, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I went to school for linguistics, but ultimately my bachelor was like I was even writing about it, like about teaching and how to use languages and how to teach multiple like children of multiple languages, how you should raise them and stuff like that. That was like my final for the bachelor. And so yeah, then I taught first grade for a little bit and I taught at the Polish school for a while. So yeah, this is preschool, so the kids are from like two anywhere to like pre-K and kindergarten, but my group is like 3-year-olds, a little older.
So you teach them Polish or something? What do you teach them?
No, like everything, their first letters, first numbers,
Oh,
how
okay,
to be
cool.
a human.
How to be human. Good, 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 good. All right.
Yeah, we're using like Montessori approaches and all that stuff, so we're doing everything's very peaceful, everything's very like, it's very, very cool. And Ellie gets to go to preschool as well, so
Oh, she goes to the same school you teach at?
mhm.
Oh, that must be cool.
Yep. It's the only way I could get a day job, really. She's attached to me, so
Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha. All right, well, that was a good. I think the week was eventful. That was a very eventful week. So
Sort
kick us
of.
off, Marty.
Sort of. I'm kind of ready. Ready. for it to be over.
Christmas break is coming. It's coming. All right, kick us off.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Movie Unboxing with Marty and Bola. We are two filmmakers who dive deep into a film each week, unboxing it from a filmmaker's perspective.
And for this movie, this is movie for this week is Marty's choice. It's called Love
Hmm.
Actually. It was released in
Hmm.
2003. It was written and directed by Richard Curtis. And Richard Curtis is from, I think, from New Zealand or something like that. But he also wrote the two Bridget Jones Diary movies. He also wrote
Mm,
Four Weddings and a
that makes
Funeral.
so much sense now.
He wrote Four Weddings and a Funeral, and he wrote
Hmm.
Notting Hill also. And
Okay.
if you watch any of those films, then you'll be like, oh, okay, you can see
Yeah.
there's some similar patterns.
Hmm.
This movie had everybody in it.
Everybody, I'm waiting for you to list them all off. Oh my gosh, it is like every time
I
a new
couldn't.
scene starts, you're like, this guy's in it.
So
This is his sister. Like it's
Hugh
such a
Grant,
beautiful sight.
Hugh Grant, Emma Thompson, Colin Firth, Liam Neeson, Keira Knightley, Bill Nye. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly.
Hmm.
Alan Rickman, the legendary Alan Rickman, late Alan Rickman, Thomas
Hmm.
Brody, Sangster, Laura Linney, Andrew Lincoln, um,
Literally.
Martin McCutcheon. Jesus, I can't pronounce that. Martin Freeman, Chiwetel Ejiofor,
Martin.
January Jones, Denise Richardson, Shannon Elizabeth, um, Claudia Schiffer, Billy Bob Thornton, Rowan Atkinson, and there are many more. Those are the ones I know them. That's why I wrote them down. Um,
Yeah.
everybody, I can't even begin. Okay, so um, Andrew Lincoln, I think he's the guy from people know him from
He's
uh
Rick Tatership from Walking Dead.
Walking Dead, the lead guy in Walking Dead. I didn't even I looked at his face. I'm like, no, he looks so familiar. I couldn't
No,
picture.
he was much younger, and also he is very British, so
I
it's
didn't know he
kind
was
of
British.
crazy how well he sold the American accent in The Walking Dead because
I didn't know he was British until I just looked him up. I was like, oh, that's him. Oh, he's British. Didn't know that.
Yeah, he was
Thomas
very good.
Brody Sangster is a little kid this in this film, but you people might recognize it from Game of Thrones. I can't
Hmm.
remember the character he played, but this is when it was him and his sister that went to go pick up Brandon. This time Brandon was already like crippled and stuff like that. So um, for me, Martine McCutcheon, she is a character from EastEnders. I don't know if you ever watched EastEnders. It's a British soap opera.
Mm.
She appeared in the 90s and stuff like that. So, I recognize her face. She looks very beautiful, actually.
One of my
Wait,
friend was on EastEnders. I should probably watch that.
well, they don't show it anymore they used to show it on PBS, but they used to
Yeah.
show 10 years behind. But they've stopped. So, and I don't want to get like the Brit box and then because they're not showing the old one.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. Who
Yet
else?
another subscription.
Yeah, so I don't want to do that. So yeah, this movie had everybody in it. I was blown away. I'm like, Jesus, but I guess
And
one of the reasons.
I honestly, so I've watched it, of course, I've watched it each year, right? And every year I have a moment when Alan Rickman comes out.
Mm,
I just like he makes me so sad in this.
mm, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to believe that he's passed away. Um,
Yeah. He was so
yeah,
good too.
yeah, such a. But one. Well, so what was your biggest takeaway about with this movie?
My biggest what?
Your biggest takeaway with this movie? Why did you pick this film? Why did you pick this film?
Literally because of the first is it the first or the very last lines of at the airport because love actually is everywhere all around and that's what it is ultimately we have a bunch of love stories, right? But
Hmm.
what we learn from it is that not every love story is the happy ever after. Not every love story has the cliche, oh, you dropped something, they look into each other's eyes, and oh my God, like some of them, like they freaking meet while doing porn. I
I couldn't believe I'm watching this thing and I'm just like, is this like they actually are filming upon
I
all?
think they are. So my understanding is that they're stand-ins, right?
Yes, yes. So I think they're
Body
stand-ins
doubles for like a, yeah.
and they're
It's a, yeah.
actually and he's
But they
asking
were
her out.
so cute, and their story was so cute in the end. Like,
No, the part where it really got me where she was like faking that she was like giving him head and he's asking her out and she's like, yes, yes, I'll go. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, what the hell is this?
because how, like, okay, but it also does kind of show, right? Because, and every actress is always super afraid of this. And I'm like, I'm like, absolutely no nudity and all of that. But some, are consider it, but they, I'm sure, are still really anxious about it. Like, anytime you get any type of love scene, it's so awkward. Like there's all these people around waving papers around and talking and like you're like you just having conversations in the middle of it. You know what I mean? Like then
I
later you're
couldn't
supposed to watch like a passionate scene. Like what?
that that scene, even though that it was shocking to me, I'm like, are they really about to go out? They're really like asking each other out, like flirting with each other. It just was crazy. But going back to that airport scene, in the beginning, the voiceover, which was Hugh Grant, I'm guessing that was Hugh Grant that was giving the voiceovers, in
Sounded
the
like it.
beginning. He said something. He said, when people die or when they're about to die or something like that, when he was talking about September 11th, when they were making those calls, nobody was making a call to curse somebody out or say you owe me money or stuff like that. They were just like, I love you. That was the last thing
Everybody
everybody
picked up the phone just to,
to
yeah.
say, I love you. And
Mhm.
and I think this movie said that is the universal language. You don't have to speak English or understand each other as a matter of fact. It's a feeling. And you once you feel it, you know it. And I think that's,
And it's the
and
most important thing too.
it's the most important thing. And I think um with a little bit of love, things can be not that there won't be some ups and downs and stuff like that. There are always going to be some ups and downs, but you're always going to find a way to navigate your way through those ups and downs.
Mhm.
Um, and also, there was a lot of like life lessons in this movie portrayed, like Laura Linney, saying everybody in the office knows that she's in love with this guy. All she had to do is just, you know, woman up and just go ask the guy out. You know what I'm saying? But she kept, she just was so timid and stuff like that. And then, he finally came up to her and asked her out. And then, they went back home. And then while they were, smooching and stuff like that, real life happens. And you just feel like,
Yeah.
and I think she chose the real life over the guy, which I think she's going to regret
She
because
chose her brother,
her
yeah, but
brother,
she still chose love. But it's so sad. Her story is really the saddest because he's also so very sick
hmm,
that it's a very unappreciative, like it's a very ungrateful. Like she loves him and she knows he loves her back somewhere in there, but
hmm,
he's not acting like it. She's never getting that reciprocation. So hers is the saddest, I think. It's really like hard because really he could be there with her. You know what I mean? But throughout the first phase of dating, whenever you start to get to know a person, whenever you're supposed to have the honeymoon phase before you become, hey, let's share real life problems with each other, she doesn't have time for that part. So she
mm,
never gets there with the person that she's in love with because she can never just l- leave alone her brother, which is admirable,
it's slowing
but
you down.
it's just sad.
Well, the saddest part to me was the saddest story was Emma Thompson and Alan Rickman's story when
Yeah, that's true, that one.
she
And
realized.
that is, by the way, the moment when she finds out. and then she goes to like, basically wallow for the 5 minutes that she has as a mom to then
Mm,
go back out and be like, I'm happy, everything's fine.
hmm. Yeah.
That's the moment that I don't think I cannot, I can't remember another moment where an actor or an actress made me feel so hard. Like that is the moment that I go back to when I'm thinking like I want to be this good of an actor. That is the moment. She
And
completely blew me away. I cried. I was feeling her pain. It was amazing.
yeah,
She's incredible.
yeah,
She's
that she
definitely one of my favorite actors because of that
what she did
role.
in that couple of in those couple of scenes were just more powerful. First of all, she already
So,
seen the gift. She's expecting the gift. And
yeah.
then when the gift comes, it's not what she expects. So she's like, she has to hold herself. And then she realizes, like, wait a minute, why did I see
Who got it?
who got it? So she goes back
Yeah.
to the room to now, and then she realizes that, oh, it's that person from office that has been attracted to him. That's who got it. And then and I like, there's no we don't there's not a lot of like camera angles to analyze here, but I like the fact that they showed the pictures on the dresser, the pictures of them with the family and stuff like that, just to say, just to show that this is what she's looking at. Like, and I think she has to make
Look,
a decision there. The decision was
well,
that, go ahead.
it's the decision. The decision is one thing, but I think so imagine, right? Because before that they were building up to it
Mm-hmm.
by saying that, he always gets her the same scarf.
Mm,
Every year he just gets her a scarf. He has already not been trying for her for years.
mm-hmm,
And then she's standing there. She realizes he will go out of his way, though, to find something really nice for some other floozy, you know?
mm-hmm,
And then she's standing there and she looks over at the family and the life that they've built together. That, let's face it, the way they showed the story, she ran that household. She raised the children. She bought all the presents.
mm-hmm,
She, lost her figure because she gave birth to those babies. You know what I mean? Like,
mm-hmm,
she did all of this. She gave up probably a lot
mm-hmm.
for him to just turn around and put more effort into someone else.
Yeah. And I think at that moment also how I read that scene when she's looking at the pictures was like, do I end this marriage right now?
Hmm.
You know, given that all of this we've built, or do I just hold on to this and say, you know what? The family is more important than his infant, his even though he hadn't really slept, he hadn't cheated on her, but I think mentally
Well,
and
she
emotionally,
doesn't know that though. She doesn't know that.
she
To
doesn't know
her,
that.
it sounds like probably
Yeah,
he did, because why would he get another girl?
at something. But even if he didn't physically, or sexually have, go that way, just the mere fact that he mentally and emotionally and financially has cheated on her,
Mhm.
I think that's bad
Yeah,
enough.
it's betrayal. It's
It's
either
betrayal.
way, it's betrayal.
Yeah. And I think she made a decision right then and there, like, it's either I could end this right now, but I'm not gonna end this because, like you said, she's done a lot. You know, they've built so much together in terms of as a family. So she said, "No, I'm not gonna end this way." And I thought she was gonna come out and explode, but then this is when the acting comes out. She comes out there, wipes her face, and even though she's still feeling the pain, and she's just like, "Oh, all
Stay
right, let's
strong
go."
for her children.
Yeah, she has
Yeah.
to stay strong. And Emma Thompson has always been I mean, one of the best actresses out there. She doesn't get a lot of credit because she's not, very popular like that and stuff like that. But that was a masterful performance that she
Yeah,
put
because
up in
she's
that
not the
scene.
flashy kind.
Yes,
She's
yes.
incredible.
Um, let's talk about Hugh Grant's story. You know what I'm saying? He's the British Prime Minister, and Billy Bob Thornton is the American president. He plays a really plays
So
a really
weird.
he plays a really good, arrogant American president.
Yeah, he does.
He plays a good one, and he comes there, and there's a little bit of like, a little bit of like a love interest between, the Hugh Grant's character as the prime minister and one of the associates working in 10 Downing Street. And she's I mean, she's very pretty. I forgot how pretty she looked until I saw this. And, um, I don't know, that's considered office romance. Like it, like it's the prime minister.
I mean, is it though? Because realistically, nothing happened, right? Nothing
Hmm.
happened. It was just starting to kind of build.
And
But it
then,
was really cute. I thought he was really cute because he like at one point offered to just like get the ex-boyfriend killed. He's like, I can do that. Let's okay,
yeah,
we'll just
he
get him
said,
murdered.
I got the SAS, there's some trained
No one
killers. I
will
can
ever know.
know, what I'm saying? And she was like, yeah, I'll
So
let you know.
cute.
Yeah. But I think the cutest part, to me, well, here's my thing. Did he think she voluntarily kissed the president? That's why he had her sent away.
No, no, I think that so it was very clear to him from the beginning that this was going to be trouble, right? He really
Mhm.
shouldn't be falling in love with some
Okay.
girl that brings cookies. Um, and I think that moment hurt, which made him confirm that, okay, there's just too many feelings involved. This is getting complicated. I just need her to work somewhere else.
Transferred, yeah. Then her letter, I mean her card when she said your Lenny or your Laura, whatever her name was. Um, I I I don't know why she said that because like we said, nothing had really happened yet. It was still in the early stage of
No,
like
but she figured it out, I think. I mean, there was the eye contact, and I think she figured it out
mhm.
that that's why she was let go. So
Oh,
she
okay.
basically explained that I have always been yours. Like
So in
she was
essentially she's saying
basically
like tell
confessing her love to him.
and also telling him that listen, whatever you saw there, that was the
It
president
wasn't
kept
right.
came on to me, and obviously, you know, there
He's the
was she was
president. Like
yeah
it's
she was
kind of what
caught
do you
in she was
say?
yeah
What do
she was.
you even say, right?
I mean, you could say no, excuse me, sir. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, well,
that would
remember when this was, right? This was all
yes,
before the internet has taught, the influencers have taught us that we could literally, that we,
you could do that. Yes, that's true.
yeah, that
But
you could ghost someone.
I like the scene where they were both having the press conference, and then Hugh Grant's character just gave it to the president, like,
Hell yeah.
you just come in here to think you can get everything you can. Listen, man, you're a great country, but we're a prideful country too. We have David Beckham's
Yeah.
left foot, David Beckham's right foot, Harry Potter, James Bond,
Yeah.
and everybody there's like really proud, like, okay, step up to them or
Yeah.
something like that. So
And why did he do that? Because he
because
was realistically talking about her.
her, yes. He was really her. He was looking at her and he was just
It was her, but accidentally he defended his country.
exactly. And remember in his first cabinet meeting, one of his cabinet ministers had told him like, yo, stand up to the Americans. And he said, like, nah, let's just, these are the Americans, let's be cordial and stuff
Exactly,
like that. You
exactly.
know what I'm saying? And because I think his cabinet knew that they were gonna come and they were gonna make demands and don't
Yeah,
cower down, let's stand up and let's stand up to them. And it took a woman coming in between them for him to like stand up and fight for his country. But he was mainly fighting for his pride and stuff like that because he was
right.
hurt. You know what guys do for the girls, man. Girls motivate
Yep.
guys, man. They do
Mm-hmm.
motivate. They do motivate. All right. So what's other story? Oh, so Keira Knightley and Chiwetel Ejiofor, they get married. They're a couple. But then the best man. Now I thought the best man was interested in the
Gay.
guy. I thought he was
They
gay.
suggested it. They
They
suggested
that's
it,
what
but
they
no.
leaned towards that. They were leaning towards
Yeah.
that. But we find out that he was actually in love with the wife. And he
And
revealed
so
that
there we have a lot of love because I think and again, not every love story ends a certain way, but also look at the love story between two best friends.
mhm,
You know what I mean? You hear these horrible stories all the time where or Colin Firth's story where his own brother
brother. Ooh.
and yeah.
Mm, mm, mm,
So,
mm.
this shit happens and this is such a good friend.
Mhm,
He threw them the wedding. He brings like he films the wedding. He does the huge surprise at the wedding
mhm.
because that's his best friend. And he will forever cherish and respect. And if they're together and they're in love, they should be happy with each other. Great.
But
instead
he
of
wants, but he wants
interfering
to,
somehow.
but he's in love with the wife.
Right.
But he had to be
But he
mean to
lets
her because he's in love with her because she loves the
he's
other
pushing
guy.
her away. What do you mean? He's just pushing her away because it's
But
too hard to be.
he had to show that he had to come. It came off his hate.
Right.
It came off his hate. And you know the camera scene when she watched the wedding and she just like, wait a minute, all this all of it, all the footage is of me,
Like close-ups of me and stuff.
close
Yeah.
up of me, and very, and they're not just only close up, they're really close ups. They really captured her essence. You know what I'm saying?
Romanticized her.
He romanticized her, you know, in a way. And she just, and at first she was smiling. Then a moment she just like stopped smiling, just like, oh, this motherfucker is in love with me. Like they're all
Like
footages of me.
really.
Yeah, he really is in love with me. Like, oh, what do I do now? You know what I'm saying? And you know, that was a very awkward, that was a very awkward moment. But I think what that
She
storyline
still
is
is not
saying,
my favorite. I know I love her as a person. She's a good and intelligent person, but my God, I cannot
Keira
stand
Knightley.
that actress. I
Yeah.
can't.
I
She
I
always makes the same faces. I'm just really struggling with it.
Right. But I think that love story, that part, that story says that, you know, sometimes even if you feel something, you just got to bury it. If it's not the right time, it's not the right situation, you bury
But
it.
that's what I'm saying. He's still acting out of out of love because he loves his best friend
Mhm.
enough to not try to take his woman. Do you know what I mean? Because a
Mhm.
lot of people would just do that. They
Yeah,
would selfishly just think, well, you know what? I think I could probably do better for her or whatever.
that's crazy. Which are the loves now? The other story that I don't get is the Asian rock and roll guy. He or
Oh, Bill Nye?
was he just the comic relief of the whole story or something?
Yeah, I think the whole point is that, again, love comes in different shapes and forms, and it's not always romantic or sexual. This is a love because they have gone through their entire life together. He's been his manager for decades.
Yeah.
Turns out, that's my best friend, man. Like they didn't even, and as a drugged out, like always rock star partying dude, he probably spent many, many years not really thinking about what's important.
Until now that he's
Ergo,
a
he's getting
fading
old and he's
artist.
like, shit, I just realized you are the person I've always loved the most. Like, because you've always been my constant
Hmm.
while he goes through, I don't know, like one night stands or whatever.
One night stands, drug infested parties, and stuff like that. The little kid taught me something when when he was talking to
Hmm.
Liam Neeson, and he told Liam Neeson, "I'm in love," and Liam Neeson like, "Aren't you too young to be in love?" And he was like, "No," and he was
No.
like, "Wait a minute." And when I first heard that, I was like, you know what? Why is it wrong for a kid to be in love with somebody else? Is it that we just think they're just too young and they don't understand the emotions, or we don't want them to act upon it or something like that? Because
I
it's a human
think,
feeling.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
you're going to a kid is going to feel. They may
But
not
then also
understand.
he doesn't he at one point say something along the lines like, this isn't it's not that bad. I thought it was much worse. He's like, what's worse than
Yeah,
being in love?
love exactly.
Than the
And
agony of being in love.
trust me, I empathize with that. But I like the fact that he was so confident in the fact that he was like, yeah, I'm in love with the girl, and he was worried, like he's having real life problems, like really worried. And I'm worried for him. I'm like, okay, who's the girl? Like,
How do we
let's
fix this?
let's fix this. You know what I'm saying? And I think obviously, you don't want your kids to act upon the love. You don't want them to, have be worried about it at that age. But there's for us to deny the fact that they're gonna have those kind of feelings, even though they don't understand those feelings. And if they tell us, we kind of dismiss it as adults, like, yeah, you're too young to be in love. You don't know what that is. Like, forget that. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean,
But
Liam Neeson's also struggling because it's not his son, right? I think that
no,
was
it's
the
not his
whole
son.
story. It's not his
Yeah.
son. It was
Hmm.
his wife's son,
Hmm.
and now she's gone, and they're both grieving, and he's got a kid to take
Yeah.
care of. Like,
Yeah.
and they don't have the same relationship that maybe, they. would if that had lasted longer or whatever. So he doesn't know the answers. Like he probably doesn't know what's age appropriate yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I think he also needed this the kid this in two ways. One, as a way to connect with the kid, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
two, something to, to keep him alive. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Something to inspire him to do this. Because remember in the beginning, he was calling Emma Thompson's character like, yo, this is the only person I can talk to. And, she was like, yeah, I know your wife's dead, but, I got a life too and stuff like that.
I gotta
But
go.
I gotta
So,
go.
and that's the other thing, I think it's distracted them a little bit from the grief, right? They had
Mhm.
something to focus on that was good, that was positive. It was the love.
Yes.
And they
And it
didn't
connected them.
constantly sit and think about,
Yeah. Because
missing her.
at the end, he called him yes, dad, or he called him dad. That was probably the first time he's ever called him dad. And I think they should have played that a little bit more with the directing, like, make that a moment. They just kind of like,
Oh, and Mr. Bean. He saves the day at the airport.
yes. Now, did he do that on purpose?
Yes, a
Okay,
hundred
okay.
percent.
Because I was wondering, like, did he do that on purpose or something? But my favorite scene of him was in the mall when he was shopping for the dots, and he was like, "Yes, sir." He's taking his time, and he was like really taking his time
Yeah,
to
the lavender, and he's just like over
wrapping stuff.
there
And
decorating.
Alan Rickman's like, "Will you hurry up with this thing? Like, I don't need all this fancy shit. Like, just get." And he's like, "No, no, no. We've got to go through this process." And Rowan Atkinson is just. He's because when his character popped up, I thought of you. I was like, oh, she's gonna love this scene. She loves this guy already. She's gonna love this scene.
I love all of these, but my favorite love story is Colin Firth
Honestly,
because he gets
ah,
hurt, and then it's just so like maybe it's because I am international and I've learned all these languages and I have been there that I just think them falling in love and like especially when she like lifts something and all the papers fly off and they're yelling at each other and they're literally saying the same shit at each other in different languages like, oh, no, don't go after it. It's bullshit. It's not worth it. And she jumps and she goes, oh my God, it's so cold. I hope this isn't bullshit. And it's worth saving.
yeah,
It's like they're just so, it was so romantic because they couldn't even talk to each other, but the feeling was there.
yeah. Like I said, it doesn't matter the language.
And also that woman was just beautiful. I can't, like, it
I can't.
was,
Well, I don't know where I've seen her.
I
She
don't
looks
know
very
either.
familiar.
I honestly don't recall
She
her from
looks
anything
familiar.
else.
My favorite love story was Hugh Grant's
Yeah.
um story. But here's my favorite scene in his love story when he's dancing in the number 10 down the street.
Yeah.
And the funny thing, who I thought of at that moment? I thought
Me.
of Barack Obama. No, 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 no. I thought of Barack Obama.
I would totally dance like that.
I thought of Barack Obama and I said, I can bet you the very first couple of weeks he
He
went into
did
the
that
White
in the
House, the
White House.
first and it was dark. It was everybody's asleep. He's still up, and he's just looking around and still like, wait a minute, I'm president of the United States. I'm the first black president of the United States, and he's just dancing all over the place, like just
Yeah, I can
doing
see
this.
it.
And he's probably saying stuff like, "Oh, I'm gonna take a shit in that bathroom. I'm gonna piss in that toilet. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Oh, I'm gonna sleep in that room. I'm gonna play
Yes, I
video games.
can.
Yes, I can. I'm gonna do. I can picture that he did that because at
He
that moment,
seems so composed though.
yes, and I think I would have done something like that if I got into a place that I just feel like there was no possible way I could have reached here, and I'm here. Well, I'm gonna do something. I'm just gonna just do some crazy shit. And I thought of Barack Obama. I was like, I bet he probably did something like this. And
And
I
that
think
scene has become like a very famous meme that's showing up everywhere because
I
of the
and
moment
that
when
I've seen that. I've seen that. I've seen that.
yeah.
So his story and the fact that he calls his security and say, I need a car. And he's driving, he drives over
And
to her.
oh my gosh, and then they start singing Carol.
No, the fact that he's got to knock on every door to find out does she live here.
Yeah.
that was, I mean, that was very real. He put in the effort, and that was very. And then he had to
So
take her whole
romantic.
family to the Christmas performance. That was
Oh my
good.
gosh, yeah, and her family's crazy, very obviously. It's like this is
I mean,
literally the prime minister. You're like, no, 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 no. She can't come right now. We need to go through the play.
yeah, they're no, 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 no. The fact that he said, "What do you need her for?" They're like, "Oh, it's some kind of state stuff," and then the dad was like, "Oh, okay, 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 yeah, that's important. She can go." And then mom was like, "No, no, no. I made this dress, and she's got to come." You know what I'm saying? So that was, yeah, that I think that
Super
that story
funny.
was fine for me.
And then
Oddly
of course
enough,
that Claudia Schiffer shows up at the end. That's kind of funny too.
at first I wasn't sure. I was like, "Wait a minute, that is Claudia Schiffer." Oh, they kept referencing her the whole film, the whole movie, and then she shows up. This movie had it all. It had it all. So it's I've been trying to put down my top five Christmas films of all time. This is in it. This is in my top five
Yeah.
Christmas films of all time.
Yeah.
So
There really is nothing. I mean, there's some, because when I first put it on, every time, because for some reason, when you think Christmas movies, you think family time. And I know I've definitely been younger when I watched it. When it first came out, I watched it. And then I definitely watch it with my family. So I don't ever think about that. So every time I open it up and it says rated R, I'm like,
well,
why?
yeah,
And I always forget how much nudity is in it.
there's a lot of nudity. There's well, not a
But
lot
it's
of nudity, but
England. I was a European film. We're just a little
yeah,
different.
it's a lot
Okay.
of sexual innuendos in there that I'm just like, wait a minute, this is a Christmas film, right? Like
Yeah.
this is crazy.
That,
Yeah,
that's
but
British humor for you.
yeah, it's some crazy British humor. So what do you obviously I know what you're gonna give this film. What do you give it?
I want to give it a 10, but we don't give 10s, right? It's gonna be a 9 probably.
Nine. I
Yeah.
I give it an eight.
Yeah.
I give it an eight.
It's a good
It's
film.
good story, feel good story. Um
So
it's
many incredible actors.
I mean, yeah, that was
So
so impressive.
cinematography wise, there isn't anything like exciting going on because of course the stories are, oh, and we're forgetting about the guy that goes to America
Oh,
and
yeah.
then picks up a bunch.
That's got to be the
That,
luckiest. You know what? I can't say the story right here, but those I've had some, me and my friends have had some
one
lucky
of those
moments.
American girls looked like Cameron Diaz, didn't you think?
Well, one of them was January Jones. She ended up being on Mad Men. Um the other younger the obvious then the the damn she was on I can't remember what other movie. She's like
So they were known too. I didn't recognize them. I just thought
she's a
one looked
model.
like Cameron
She was a model. She's like East European model, but she's been acting,
Diaz.
they
Oh,
always, yeah. The first one that he met when he first got there, and then the second one that came in, no, the third one that came in, I haven't seen her in a movie in a long time. She's been,
that
she was,
scene, you know what that scene reminded me of? Of them
hmm?
like walking into the bar all dressed up in the cowboy suits and everything. It reminded me a little bit of the vibes that you get from Tarantino films. Did you ever watch Death Proof, for example?
No, but it's like I get what you're trying to say. Like every character that's walking in has something there's something you have to be watching out for them. There's something specific they're about to do.
Yeah, exactly. That's
There's
kind
a
of what
big
it felt like.
anticipation.
Because
Yeah.
I sincerely thought in a different universe, he's getting murdered tonight.
I thought they were vampires. For some reason, I thought they were gonna rob him or something like that. Because I'm like, this feels too real. Like this feels too good to be
He
true.
literally flies over, gets in a cab, and says, "Get me to a bar."
And he's about to
What
have
bar?
four.
Any bar
He's about to have three women. Just they just
that
literally
don't have pajamas. Yeah.
they just say we're gonna sleep. It's one bed. We're all gonna sleep in there together. We have no pajamas. We're just gonna be naked. And I'm like, oh, this can't be. This is too good to be true. They're gonna kill him or rob him or something.
Yeah,
And I
I
thought,
did think, but
yeah, but he got lucky. He got real
he brought
lucky.
him back too.
He brought them all back to, brought one for his friend, who's the porn
Yeah.
director.
Right.
Who's the
So
porn director?
works. It
Just
works
crazy.
out.
Just
So
crazy.
funny.
Yeah, so I give the movie an eight. It was well written. well casted. It just there was just nothing camera wise. I think Curtis is not
But
a
it was beautiful. Like every time they showed the southern France, it was like really beautiful and scenic, and like um the party was at that art art
what
place that
the
had like
Art
all this
Deco
art,
place.
like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, so
So
which was the
I'm
photographer. So and then ultimately at the end you realize that they're all linked. All of these people are somehow linked. Like the secretary of Alan Rickman, the German girl,
mhm,
it's actually a very known German actress, Heike Makatsch. Um, she knows Andrew Lincoln. That's why they have a party at his
okay.
art gallery.
Uh-huh.
Um, I don't know how, I think Colin Firth was also a friend of Andrew Lincoln, and so they were all because he was invited to the wedding.
Hmm.
Then you have Liam Neeson is Emma Thompson's brother,
No, 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 no.
and
Emma
doesn't
Thompson's
she
brother is
then
Hugh
go
Grant,
and she's the sister of the prime minister as
Prime Minister,
well.
but not Liam Neeson. Is she brother? I thought she's brother to Liam
Yeah.
Neeson. Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
because
see.
he calls her,
I thought they were
yeah,
just
I think
friends.
so.
Oh, I
No,
gotta watch that again.
I think
I
the
gotta watch
three
that
of
part
them are
again.
siblings.
I think they were brother. I didn't know they were
But it's
brothers.
all connected, like the in the end, it's all
It makes
that's kind
sense
of
for it
cool.
to be. It makes sense for it to be connected that way because it's all like it's all happening at the same time, and it's almost like it's all happening within the same. It's all the same storyline. So I'm gonna watch it
Hmm.
again to see how they all connect and stuff like that. But it's a beautiful story. It's really so it's in my list for Christmas movies to watch every year. But that brings me to my film for next week.
Hmm.
The number one favorite Christmas movie of all time, the greatest Christmas movie of all time. It's a Wonderful Life.
All right, I've never seen it, so I
I
want
can't
to
believe
watch
you've
it.
never seen that. I cannot believe it.
Yeah,
Trust me,
I don't know.
when you watch that, it's the greatest. They're gonna show it. They're gonna show it next week's Christmas Day anyway. So, but we gotta do it. Didn't we say we're gonna do it Wednesday,
I can't
Christmas
do
Eve?
Wednesday. We celebrate Christmas Eve.
Ah, so we gotta do it
So we'll
Friday.
Friday, maybe Friday.
Friday. All right, cool. So that's it for today, everyone. Let us know what you guys think of today's episode. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave comments. What do you guys think about the movie Love Actually? What do you think about our analysis of the film? Do you agree? If not, let's know what you think about it. And if you haven't watched It's a Wonderful Life, go watch it because we will be unboxing that next week. Merry Christmas, guys. See you next week.
Merry Christmas.